What it do, y'all, and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I wanted to go ahead and give you guys an update on my beauty project pan. If you did not know, on my channel, this project pan specifically focuses on non-makeup items such as perfume, lotion, etc. I do have one other project pan that I personally have started this year where I do focus on working through actual makeup items, and then I'm also doing a third project pan, which is the the graveyard project pan, which is panning makeup items or beauty items really before Halloween. So I will be updating that actually in a month or so for the Halloween one, and I usually do my makeup project pan every 3 months, so that should be coming up later on as well. But I wanted to go ahead and give you guys an update for this particular project, so in case you are interested, let's just dive on in. Okay, very quickly, I did not really film my full makeup look, but I did film a portion, and that should be coming up available hopefully soon as a short. I'm trying to pre-film a whole lot of things in case I ever get sick again like I was this past weekend. I just want to have more content to have available because I personally like to have content. I enjoy posting on my platform. Anyways, let's dive into lotions. That's typically how I like to start these videos. I typically go ahead and start off with my day cream, and my day cream for the last 2 months has been the Blush Cardamom from Bath & Body Works. I really like their body cream texture. I don't particularly like the consistency of the lotion. Plus the lotion I feel is a little bit more, I don't know if it's more fragrant or what, but my skin actually gets irritated with the lotion, so I tend to stick with the body creams from Bath & Body Works. The scent notes for this particular cream is sweet raspberry, sugar dripped violet, and warm amber. This is a scent that is very reminiscent to the Rim Pink perfume, so if you've smelled that, this is a very similar cream alternative. I really like to use this when I'm going to work or just any day during the day. It's a really nice scent, but it's not too overpowering, so it's really not going to have an overabundance of a sillage or a scent bubble or anything like that. So I don't feel like it's a very offensive scent, although I can still enjoy it for the time that I can smell it. So this is really nice. As you can see, I did not actually finish it in the 2 months, mainly because I was really trying to focus on finishing the night cream, and I've also been extremely busy these last 2 months, just really trying to prioritize different things, whether it was getting this apartment where I want, whether it was taking care of my plants, whether it was understanding more about my job, because you know, the closer you get from training, the more you have to know about your job. So anyways, things have just been a little bit of a whirlwind. Hopefully, you know, before the end of this year, things can really slow down for me and I can really just get back into a rhythm. So that's the goal for me. But anyways, I did not finish this unfortunately, but I definitely think that in these next couple of months, I will be able to target this a lot easier and just have a little bit more peace of mind. This project pan, because I do update this every 2 months, will have 2 more updates because this is going up in September. Actually, no, it's only going to have 1 update. Wow, we're almost at the end of the year. So this is only going to have 1 more update, and I'll probably just do it in December as a part of my Swagmas. Yeah, that's probably what I'm going to do because it wouldn't make sense to do one in November and then December. We're just going to do 1 more in, or we'll see what happens, because I think this update was supposed to technically come up last month. I don't really know. Anyways, this is something that I did not finish, but I hope that by the next time I'm here to give you guys an update, it will be finished. The next cream is the cream that I've had, and I actually just put this in the project last update in case you are new to this project pan. For this next body cream, I like to have a body cream for both day and night, and for this one it is of course my night cream, and I've had this in the project at least for one update, so at minimum 4 months. And this is the Leather and Brandy from, once again, Bath and Body Works and their body cream. This is technically in the men's collection, and I picked this up after really getting a nice sampling of the men's colognes in the little travel sizes. Eventually my nephew kind of smuggled them off of me, which is perfectly fine, but certain ones I either decided to get a full bottle and or the cream, and this was just one of them. I don't think I have a full bottle of this. I think the only full bottle I have is maybe Sweet or Whiskey Reserve, I think. But on a tangent again, this is the body cream that I had for the last 4 months, and I'm so happy to say I am done with this. To me, this was just very oudy compared to the spray, and it was just a little obnoxious, but I really wanted to finish it. I got into a decent point and a decent dent. It didn't feel like I could go ahead and just like give it to somebody else or just throw it away. It just felt like something I just needed to thug it out and get it done. So that's basically what I did. I'm really happy with this progress. And yes, it took me 4 months to get through a body cream at night, but it typically takes me a little bit longer to get a body cream to get through my night creams, just because once I'm done getting clean, your girl just wants to go to bed, okay? And you know, the thought of putting on cream and all that sometimes just doesn't always pan out. So yeah, I'm very happy to have finished this and rolling in, because this is a rolling project pan, and for, I guess, officially my last ish body cream for night is going to be my Aromatherapy Sleep, and this once again is in their body cream range. I don't actually know if this is available, but typically the Sleep range in their aromatherapy line always gets revamped and is always available in some form or some way. I don't think this range has scent notes either. They usually don't put those on the back of the men's colognes either. For this, my thought process was I have been having difficulty sleeping on and off. I cannot. And I do have not only this, but I actually have their like oil mist spray as well. So I think I'm gonna really focus on trying to really layer myself between this and that mist every night before I go to bed, which is technically if I'm working in the morning. So there is that. But every time I put my head to go get some sleep, I want to layer myself in this, layer myself in that oil mist, and of course my bed, just to hopefully like start to wind myself down, because that's the thing for me. I just cannot wind myself down. I'm always thinking about all the things that I have to get done, and that's good and all, but if I need to sleep, I need to sleep. So there is that. So hopefully I can finish this by the next update. I have a feeling that I will be able to, because this is actually a scent that I get a lot of enjoyment from. And like I said, with my sleep issues, usually I can force myself to really push through to do something like this in the better good of me getting more sleep. Usually when I do these updates, if there's literally nothing to update you guys on, I don't show them, but I feel like I need to just keep it going and actually show. And when I was prepping to sit down to do this video, I was like, I have a body mist in this project, right? Like I vaguely remember either always forgetting to put the project or the body mist in the video until the very end, or at some point I'm like, girl, when have you used that body mist lately? You need to throw it on so that you have something to show for your update. And I didn't remember until I sat down to do this video. This was stored in my nightstand because I'm trying to be a clean girl. I'm trying to have my surfaces not be hoarded up with stuff, and that just doesn't work for me. It doesn't work for me. So this has to be put on top of my nightstand so I can actually see this. This is once again from Bath and Body Works, and this is their Cozy Evening. This is such a beautifully comforting, calming scent. I absolutely adore this scent and highly recommend it. I don't think it's available anymore, but maybe if somebody's selling it third party, if it's not obscenely priced, I would say reach for it. It's really nice. The scent notes here is lavender bloom, fresh freesia, and cozy musk. And as always, I don't think that this freesia is very appalling. I'm not a huge fan of freesia, but it can get very sharp and very unnecessary in some sense. And this, I just don't find that it is. So because of the fact that I can't seem to remember to use this, I'm going to try to use this in a multitude of ways, not only obviously like on my person before I go to bed, but also on furniture, etc. I'm just going to try to use this. I really like the body mist from Bath and Body Works to an extent, but as you guys have seen, I've done collection videos, and at the end of the day, the quantity of body sprays that I have versus the speed in which I actually finish these body sprays, I'm never going to finish them. So I'm trying to be really smart and use the knowledge that I learned in these project pans, which is why I personally do project pans. I always want to see a perspective on like, or being realistic, even in some contexts. Yes, I'm still buying certain things here and there that like objectively I know I should not, but like, it's a balance. It is a balance. So for me, I really, really want to make a huge effort, a concerted effort to finish this. It's going to take a lot of work because there's definitely a lot of juice in this bottle left. But at the end of the day, I think that that will really show me how I can incorporate the use of this spray and the incorporation of all of these beauty products that I actually pick up and I do want to use into my everyday lifestyle. And so, yeah, that is that. Let's get to the next product. Now transitioning over to different scents outside of Bath and Body Works. I usually like to have at least 1 or 2 travel perfumes in this project at any one time. The one that in the previous update you would have known was pretty much a gimme. You knew it was going to happen. I was going to finish it, and I'm pretty sure I finished it literally the next day when I just sprayed it on myself, is the Sun Fruit scent from Ellis Brooklyn. This is a very, very nice scent. I think it's sweet, it's interesting, it's intriguing, but it's nothing that like I feel it develops throughout the wear. I feel like it's very one noted, and although, you know, it's nice to have a really beautiful scent that is one noted, it is one noted nonetheless. And right now, with the realization, as always, with how much I actually have and how expensive, how much work it takes to move all of this stuff, I need to slim down in some of these aspects. And so getting through some of these travel sizes was the reason. So although I think that scent smells delicious, I don't think it's delicious enough for me to get a full bottle because it's not unique enough. There's nothing developing throughout my wear on me that I find I really must have it. Another one that I actually hated, so I just really wanted to get through it, is Ellis Brooklyn's Vanilla Milk. Everybody said when they got this that they hated it. A lot of people got full sizes, and because people are saying they hated it, I said, Blake, let's just stick with the travel size. It smells like burnt milk. I cannot handle it. I cannot handle this smell at all. I hate it. I hate it so much. And so what I did, I layered this on my furniture. I was like, you know, by the time I sit down and enjoy sitting in my furniture, it will have evaporated or whatever it does, because I didn't really get a lot of scent from that when I was sitting on said furniture, and I'm so thankful for it. I know that may seem like a waste, but at the end of the day, my furniture smells better. But yeah, I can't handle that. It was gross. It smelled terrible, but I got my use. I got my money's worth. I felt successful, and so I am successful. Next, let's roll in 2 more body travel. Wow, what am I saying? Now it's time to roll in 2 more travel size perfumes, and one that I really wanted to get, and I'm so thankful I got it in the travel size, but I do definitely want to get it in the full size, is Replica's Matcha Meditation. This smells so good. It is a vanilla based scent to my knowledge, but it also has a beautiful amount of matcha in there. It smells so good. I got this for free, or it was like some form of box. I think it was in the Sephora box. The one year that I attended, this was in the box that they sent to my residence, and let me tell you, this smells so good. So much, so good. I have a handful of Replica perfumes or colognes, because they don't really classify a lot of their stuff as perfumes. And to be honest, I don't even know how many I actually have still, because a lot of my stuff I've finished. I'll need to look into that. But at the end of the day, there are a handful of Replica stuff that I like to have on deck. Jazz Club is delicious. By the Fireplace is nice. It's not my favorite. I think me having like a 1 ounce bottle will last me for quite a few years, because the smokiness of the fire was just a little bit too much sometimes. But this matcha meditation, I want a big daddy. I want that big 3-ounce daddy, but I need to get through this first, and I will. This will be something that I'll just reach for when I'm here at my desk about to film, or just throughout the day on the couple of days that I actually am home, because not very often am I home because I work. But anyways, so yeah, I'm very, very happy to have this travel size and to get my use out of it. I will probably be keeping this bottle. Some bottles I keep, some bottles I don't. This will be one I'll keep because I plan to actually pick up the full size. And then what I can do is just refill it when I'm traveling. I haven't been traveling a lot lately, but I am planning a trip that I am excited for in November. And if all goes well, then I will be able to vlog it, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. The last travel perfume that I'm gonna roll in is actually from, oh, I always forget. What is the name? This is Fighter. This is the Fighter perfume from, it's the video game cosmetic brand. I never remember the name. I always forget the name of this brand. But this is their Fighter perfume. If memory serves me correctly and my nose is correct, this is like the more chocolatey scent. I thought this would just be really interesting to add some variety to my scents and my scent profile that I have available to me at any one time. So these are going to be the 2 travel sizes that I get through in the next 2 months. Typically, I would say I can easily get through these in like a week's time. I used to take one of these on like a week's travel and I would finish it. So it's not unreasonable for me to have 2 and then my 3 full-size bottles. It's just more of, you know, if I'm actually going to reach for these. And remember, sometimes I'm running too late, or it's just the last thing I think about is to put on perfume. And so those are kind of some of the factors, the external factors, if you will, that can cause it to take a longer time for me to finish a very easy perfume when normally I would finish it. Now I have my 3 full-size perfumes, and typically if you really pay attention to my updates every month, there's one perfume that I really focus on for those 2 months to really get a decent dent. So let's leave that one for the end and let's dive into the other 2. This one, I don't know why, but somehow it wound up in my book bag. Oh, that's right, because I used that bag to travel back home when I was visiting for a friend's birthday, and I brought this with me. And to be frank, I don't even think I sprayed this once. Anyways, this is the Marc Jacobs Daisy perfume. It's light, it's airy, it doesn't really have too much substance, very little sillage, very little longevity, which is why I'm trying to basically get rid of it. The combination of this and this works beautifully. It's a decent, close enough match. It's not a close match, but it's a close enough match. And because this has such little wear power, it will work to use in any situation, whether I'm just going out to do errands, whether I'm going to work, whatever the situation is. So that's typically the combination that I'll use when I can remember to use either of these, but when I do remember to wear one, I'll wear the other, and vice versa. So that's why there's really no use. I just haven't used that cream very often. And like I said, that perfume was literally in my book bag, completely forgot. Keeping it going, I have this baby from Skylar in the Honeysuckle Dreams scent. Absolutely hate this scent. I really don't like it anymore. It's very appalling, the honeysuckle note. It's very sharp, very stark. I just don't want it. I don't want it anymore, but I don't want to just throw it away. I find that would be kind of wasteful. I know that there's a way that I can use this in my life to get the use out of it, because at the end of the day, I did spend my money on it. So what I'm thinking about doing for this next kind of push in the last couple of months is I have a powder that I use that I was actually gifted that is scented, and I put that down on my carpeted areas in this apartment, and then I vacuum so that like there's a scent embedded in the carpet pretty much. But to me, I smell it when I put the powder down, but I don't really smell the scent once I vacuum. So what I'm thinking about doing is just literally going through and spraying this on the carpet. Okay, I think that it might be better as a home scent. It's just too much on me. I just don't like it. It's just too appalling to my nose. And I think coming from the floor, it would just be a bit more refreshing than like the appalling scent I find it to be otherwise. So that's the goal right now. I'm just going to go ahead and aim to do that. My goal, of course, is to knock out all 3 of these larger perfumes the last chunk of this year. And of course, if I didn't say, this is a project plan that will be ending at the end of this calendar year. So I don't have much more time left. But I'm hopeful. I'm very hopeful that I can get all of these products finished prior to the end of this year. And like I said, I'll probably not do another update until I'm ready to kind of conclude this project. The last perfume and the last product pretty much in this project is the Flower Bomb perfume from Viktor and Rolf. And this is such a beautiful scent. There has been a time where I was kind of keeping this to be like a date night perfume because it's a very cute, beautiful, the sillage is beautiful, the you know, the bubble of fragrance is nice and apparent. Like you'll be smelled by people if you wear this. But I realized that I don't go on a lot of dates. So keeping this for that occasion, although I understand why people do that, I want to get use out of my juice. I want to get use out of my products. And honestly, perfumes can expire as well as anything else, especially if you have it exposed to a lot of light. I have my perfumes all hidden away so they're not exposed to light, but that still doesn't negate the situation that I don't want my perfumes to expire prior to me enjoying them personally. So I got a lot of use out of this. This was literally the perfume that I've been reaching for to go to work, and it's been working mainly because I haven't been putting a lotion on, so I feel like it's not been lasting too much and it's not too apparent. But I will say I think I'm gonna start kind of getting into the routine no matter what, throwing this on, and then whatever additional perfume I want to add on top of that, I will add on top of that. That said, I haven't had anybody like say basically that it's offensive. So I'm going to go on the err on the side of caution that it's not offending anybody. And because of that, I'm so happy with the progress. I think based on the progress that I made in this last 2 months, I can hopefully finish this right before the end of this project, and that will be such a huge win. Honestly, finishing any of these products is a huge win for me, especially the full bottle perfumes, because like I said, I have so many perfumes and there's so many things that I want to potentially try, potentially bring into my collection. And although I think that is fine and dandy, I really want to start to kind of curate my collection a little bit more. And so yeah, I'm really happy with the progress that I have for this project. I hope you guys enjoy this update. I can't wait to see how it ends at the end of the year. Like I said, I have my graveyard project pan that will be coming up very soon at the end of October, and then I will also be throwing in my other 2 project pans, this one and the other, the makeup project pan as well. If you love this video, if you love project panning, if you enjoyed anything about this video, I would love it if you give this a huge thumbs up. It truly does help me, and it's nothing that you have to pay for. I would also appreciate if you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Every little button click, it really helps me. Even if you didn't like this video, please give it a thumbs down. That's news to me. That gives me more information on whether you guys enjoy seeing my project panning or not. And yeah, I think that's it. Comment down below if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.